Yo, it's Eddie G. You're watching Eddie G TV. CameUp Canadian. We got Dee Saint. Tell the people, who is Dee Saint?
Dee Saint's a local rapper from Hamilton. Just born and raised here. How's it going, Eddie?
Good,
Good. Anybody up here to jump off, kicking it? Yo. What do you guys think?
Like, what kind of style would you say? Yeah.
My kind of style, I'd say, is more of a hip hop instead of like a gangster rap kind of message.
Yeah.
And I grew up listening to gangster rap, like Tupac's the man, and all those rappers are the man. But I always grew up, Rakim was one of my favorite.
Yeah.
This man's rocking the Wu-Tang. I can't help but notice the Wu-Tang, so I have to mention Wu-Tang. And another big underrated artist we're just talking about is KRS-One. He's one of my I'm a big fan of KRS-One. So that's kind of the vibe I'm going for.
Okay, what's your favorite song by KRS?
Is Out of Here. Out of Here. I got it. I gotta do Out of Here. Or The Sound of Police, speaking of today, especially whoop whoop right out here.
Okay, what do you feel has been your biggest moment as a hip hop artist?
My biggest moment was quite a while ago, actually. It was at the ACA Awards. It was the African Caribbean Awards for McMaster University.
Okay.
A few years ago, I was with Jason Hashey, the mouthpiece, and we did a show there, and it was for the best talent of the night. And he was beatboxing, and I was rapping, and we won second. And I remember being so happy with second, and him getting in a fight, like getting so upset because he's like, no one, no way we're getting beat. Who beat us? And there's this girl who went up there, it was with the piano. It was like Alicia Keys, and I know what, I was just like, I tipped my hat off to her. I was just like, you killed it. But besides that, I had a really good reaction from the crowd. I had a good time. It just kind of propelled me to where I am right now, kind of thing.
Okay, what do you like doing better, shows or writing rhymes?
Writing rhymes, just because it's instinctive. It's like riding a bike. You know what I mean? It's something I go to, like a punching bag, something like that. You know what I mean? It helps relieve the stress. Both sides of my family do music too.
Yeah.
So it's a big part of my, culture and growing up, kind of.
Blunts or bongs?
Blunts or bongs, blunts, obviously. Yeah, blunts. But sometimes, can't always find the rolling papers you want, so you got to deal with the bong.
Yeah.
But I'm more of, you know what I mean? I want to keep level-headed as much as I can, but I'd be lying if I didn't say I didn't smoke blunts. So I'm not gonna say that.
What is your favorite type of food?
Favorite type of food? Totally random, I don't know. Bar food, bar grub, potato skins, something weird like that.
Okay, do you remember the name of your first song and what was it about?
It's Hamilton Night. It's my first song, and I wrote it to a guitar because I was into that type of music before I got into hip hop, and then I converted that song into a hip hop song, and I know it was my favorite song, and I remember when I think it was like 2001, 2003. Show my age here. I'm when I was in grade 9, and I wrote this song, and I remember putting it in the mail, sending it, and when I got it back, because I knew that it was like copywritten, that was like my song, and then I was just like, that was like my first song that like really like perpetuated me.
Okay, what is something you'd say to an upcoming artist coming up for advice?
Well, any upcoming artist coming up, I'd just give them advice by just saying that, reach out to everyone, and not a lot of people are gonna be nice and reach back out to you, you know what I mean? Because it's a cold world and all that sort of thing, but you gotta just reach out and inspire people, because few people, I reached out to hundreds of people and only a few people got back to me, but the few people that did get back to me, it really meant something. You know what I mean? And it really inspired me and all those kind of things. So I want to be that for someone else. You know what I mean? And all through my music, I want to basically say things that I wish people told me when I was growing up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when I was a kid and I'm like listening to music, what should I be listening to right now when I'm 13, 14 and I know I'm up to no good, and no matter what anybody tells me, it doesn't matter. I'm going to just figure it out on my own. What does that person need to hear? You know what I mean? And that's what's important to me. That's why I'm kind of trying to spread knowledge. Then,
Okay. Tell people about your recent last mixtape and any upcoming projects.
My last mixtape, I was on Dolo Pro. He's an artist in Toronto, and I had a couple songs on there for his mixtape and everything like that. And what was the second question?
Any upcoming projects?
Upcoming projects, well, it's just at McMaster Radio. I'm doing the Battle Axe thing, that's huge. And shout out to Boondock Saints Entertainment getting me involved in that. I think that's going to be a huge thing. I think it's a big thing, and that's my new thing that I'm getting into right now. besides that, I've just been doing a lot of beats with producers from UK. I'm doing a tour there in the winter coming up in January and February.
Nice.
Going around doing a couple shows there. I got a producer named Bajir Beats in Toronto. I got a producer, Jay Dolo. I want to shout out to producer John Carter. I want to shout out to Full Out. I want to shout out, just to the people that have just been really giving me a hand here and like really helping me out, liking my music, more than I do, so to speak. Like they're like big fans, so it's big.
Okay, where can people find your music and your links and everything?
Well, you can either get me on Twitter at Dee Saint 905, or you can go to Facebook.com/Dee Saint 905, or just Google it, and you'll find me. Just Google Dee Saint.
Okay. Is there any last words you'd like to say to the people before we go?
Thank you for having me out here, man. I really appreciate it. I'm just here to show some support in Hamilton, and I didn't think I was even gonna get on Kenilworth today because they got the whole place shut down, so I had to go around the back. But don't worry, I'm coming. I'll find you. All right, that's it.
G TV. We're out.
Thank you.
CameUp Canadian.